To Don FX social media channel. In this video, I want to show us the acidic strategy setup, the mobile acidic strategy setup that is highly effective in catching spikes and trading trends. All right. So how do we set up this acidic strategy? How do we set it up? And I also explain how it works. So if you are a new subscriber or if you are a new in this channel, please consider subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so that you get to know when we drop a new video. All right, so let's go. We go to our chart. All right, let us set the strategy, then I'll explain how it works. Then go to your indicator, this Naira denoted, that is indicator. Tap on it. You will see main chart. Under main chart, F plus, click on the F plus on the main chart. Scroll up and look for relative strength index. Okay, relative strength index. Are you seeing it? Relative strength index. So that is what you choose, relative strength index. Tap on it. All right, once you tap on it, it will be on a default mode like this. So and now the period to be 14. Apply to close. Then just come to this you come to this place where we have this pencil under levels. Click on it. If you click on it, then this 30 and you see 30, 70 and 30. Remove the 30, put 85. Remove what do you call it? Remove 90. Remove 70, put 15. Just 15 for me. Okay, and then here under this style, you make this color here visible by tapping on it. Tap on that color, make it orange. All right, then increase the pixel, shift this thing to the front, to the third part. All right, then if you do that, you click on this arrow back at the top. Okay, and click on save. All right, then if you click on save, you will see the relative strength index on your window, and it has created window 1 because I don't have any other indicator window except this. Some of you that have windows before, it might be window 3, it might be window 2, it might be your window 1. It depends. So but on that same indicator window you saw your RSI, click on the F plus, this one now. All right, so as I click on this one, I'll move straight to add envelope. You see this envelope? So make your period, it will be on default by the time you get here, but once you come here, make this period 500. All right, the shift should be 0, deviation should be 200.100, method should be simple. Apply to close. Remember, when you check your own will not be containing 500. You are the one to edit it. Remove the number you see there and put 500. Then remove the number you see on deviation and put 200.100. Then after that, you scroll up. You first of all see upper band. You see upper band. Make this upper band red. Then make the lower band green, and increase the pixel to the highest. Okay, then after that you click on save. Okay, you click on save. You will see the envelope this way. I see the envelope now. Look at the envelope. Okay, so the third thing you add to it is you go to F plus, indicator window 1 or window 2 or window 3, depending on what you have, and look for accumulation distribution. Look at it here. Accumulation distribution. Look at it. Are you seeing it? Accumulation distribution. Of course you can see it. Accumulation distribution. So tap on it. Don't change anything, just increase this pixel, just drag this pixel to the front. All right, and click on save. Then you click on save. Then the next thing to add, you go to the same indicator window. All right, and add Ichimoku Kinko Haiho. Ichimoku Kinko Haiho. Look at Ichimoku Kinko Haiho here. Ichimoku Kinko Haiho. Just tap on it. All right, if you tap on it, you receive it on a default. Look at the default setting. All right, you have 952 26 52. Are you there? So then when you come to Tenkerson, when you come to Tenkerson, so once you come to Tenkerson, all right, this first one, allow it to be the way it is, this red color. All right, and make this thing increase it to 3. If you now move up, because by that time it will be on default, from King Juicing, make it your background color. If your chart background is black, make it black. If it is white, make it white. If it's then make this one background color, make this one background color, make this one background color. We only expected to see this one visible, the 10%. Every other thing should be background color. If your chart background is white, make all the colors there black, the background. Like my own is black. You see, I put the King Juice in black. I put Chico Span black. I put Dankumo black. I put Chico Span black because my chart background is black. If your own is white, you put them white. We only expected to see the 10%, which is red. All right, so you don't change anything on this 92652. Just click on save, and that is all. So upon setting this, you expected to see these indicators on your chart: the relative strength index, the envelope, accumulation distribution, and the Ichimoku Kinko Haihu. So upon getting that, you click on the arrow back to go back to your chart. Okay, so and here you have this. Okay, so I will now explain how it works. How can you make use of this? So you can see what we have here. So, but I would want you to add 50 on this your RSI. So how do we add 50? You can add your own on the course of doing. Go to that indicator again. All right. So if you go to the indicator, click on RSI, relative strength index, then go to this level. Okay. Then add 50. You click on the plus sign to get more window. You add 50. It's for a reason. Okay. So now upon getting that, so when you come to your chart, you find out that we have these following indicators. We have this one red, we have this green there, which is envelope. Okay, we have this level 85, 50, and oh, that one's supposed to be 15, but I make it 18. I also address it. That is RSI, relative strength index. Are you with me? So let me quickly adjust this one to 15. It's supposed to be 15, not 18. It's a typo error under RSI too. I will make this one what? 15. Okay, then you save it. So the moment you save it, you will have something like this. Then we have this red. Are you seeing this red? We have this red, this red one, which is Ichimoku. Then we have this straight blue, which is what? Accumulation distribution. So we have certainly 4 indicators here: the envelope, the RSI, the accumulation, then and the Ichimoku. That is the 4 indicators we have. So how do we use this? This setup can be used in 1 minute or 5 minutes, but precisely in 1 minute. And the zoom level, remember, every Android has 5 zooms. Every Android has what? 5 zooms. So this one should be on the highest zoom. You must zoom your chart to the highest zoom. Then again, there is what we call screen setting. If you check here, let me show you something. You see this arrow at the top here, behind this north side. All right, you are seeing that arrow. You also see small arrow here. There is a small arrow here. We use it to set screen. Okay, so you have to press hold on this arrow to get a vertical line like this. Drag this vertical line to be directly proportional to that arrow. Are you seeing it? It will be directly proportional to that arrow beside the north side at the top. You drop it, this arrow here. That is screen setting. That is where your screen is supposed to align. Why? Because if I shift it back, it cannot shift beyond here. All right, that's why I'm putting it there. All right, so this thing cannot shift back beyond where I dropped it, and that's where your own screen is supposed to be. So then, how do you catch spike, or how do you make a trade? How do you trade sell or buy here? Like currently, okay, it just happens. I wanted to pronounce, and it happens. But the truth of the matter is that this market is continuing down. Somebody can also sell from here. All right, and I will show you why it is supposed to be selling from there again, and why it spikes in the course of explanation. So what are we looking at? How do you make use of this acidic? Remember, I have told us we have identified the indicators. This one now is the Ichimoku, the RSI, the envelope, then the accumulation distribution. That is what we have. So having said that, how do you buy booms or crash? Good. You see here, This place, let us even talk about how to sell, when to sell any index. Anytime you see this Ichimoku, you see this level 85, and then you see the other red straight, which is the envelope. Each time you see Ichimoku, look at Ichimoku, this red something. Each time you see Ichimoku move above this 85 level of RSI and touches the upper part of the envelope, you know it makes angle. It makes a touch here. There was a touch here between the Ichimoku and the upper distance. So let me even change the color to a shiny something so that you can quickly grab. Let me make it white and increase it. Okay, so it's not as bright as I want. Let me make it a line and increase it. Good. So each time you see Ichimoku above 85, look at here, is above 85. Are you seeing it? It spiked again above 85. And each time you see it touches the upper band of the envelope, what you do, you sell. And as you are selling, market will be moving from the point where it makes that angle touch to the upper band of envelope. You see that this white is in parallel with this. They are not touching each other. Okay, then as markets proceed to the downside from the chart, the Ichimoku that touches the upper side will be moving down as well. Okay, this one will be straight down waiting for it. So let's go as it moves. You see they are in parallel moving. These two things, that's what we are looking at now, the Ichimoku and the accumulation distribution. They are in parallel. They are not touching each other as of now. So you keep following them, keep following them. Each time now, if you check here from downside here, that both of them has pointed together at this lower part of envelope. They pointed together. Before now they were in parallel. Is that right? But now they pointed together at what? The lower part of the envelope. Then if they point at this, if both of them come in at a point, so what you should do, you buy. You make a buy order. Click a buy on that index. If it is 1000, if it is 500, click a buy. What it signifies is that spike is about to come, and if you shift, you see spike. I see it because both of them pointed. I see the way they pointed at that at this green down here. You see how they pointed. So each time they point, what it signifies that spike will occur. Okay, let's go back for previous markets while waiting for all this one, the one that will happen now again. Okay, look at an angle. This is a sell opportunity. Okay, you know, I tell you where you exit this sell. You see, there was an angle here where the Ichimoku is touching the upper band of envelope. Then you sell. This one was straight. You sell from there. As the market moving down, assuming you sold. Though me personally, I don't like selling booms or buying crash. I like buying booms and selling crash. As that is to say, catching the spikes. That's what I normally trade most of. So now you see, as this thing make the touch at the upper side, now they created a parallel movement between the Ichimoku and the accumulation distribution. Then upon the move, they are still in parallel. Assuming you sold, you will keep holding. You know what you'll be watching anytime you sell is the Ichimoku, not this one. Each time you sell, each time Ichimoku make an angle at the upper part of the envelope, like this. So if you make your sell, then you will be following the Ichimoku as the market proceed to the downside. You'll be following the Ichimoku, This spike happened, but the Ichimoku has not gotten to 15. This Ichimoku has not touched 15, and the spike came. All right, so you just hold. Don't exit the trade. This is just a retracement. Each time that Ichimoku doesn't get to 15, what it signifies that that market still have momentum to go down. So this one that spikes here is nothing. So market is going to continue down. You follow them. I see it. Market continues down again. Another down, another down, another down. You see, as I'm scrolling, we are checking the Ichimoku and this thing. Remember, they are still in parallel. They are not touching. Okay, and we want to follow Ichimoku. We are still holding our sell so that Ichimoku will come at 15 or the point anywhere. You see, look at when it comes at 15 here, somewhere here. All right, that's when it touches 15. You now exit that cell, you enter. All right, and within a short minute they pointed. You see, they make a point. Look at what we are looking at when they make this point like this. You see Ichimoku and accumulation distributor, they now come together instead of moving in parallel. So because they have came together, what you do what? You buy and hold. And if you don't, you will not waste much time. You will see a spike. Are you seeing the spike now? So catching spike is very easy on acidic strategy. What you need is just the point. Look at another, this one now, they didn't point well. They didn't point well and the spike came. So let us see what happened. Markets continue because it's a continuation of the other one. This very first point, is a continuation. So where do you exit your spike, your this thing? They pointed here and you traded. Most of the time your exit point is as they pointed and spike. You can follow this Ichimoku. If Ichimoku just touch 50, you run away. Like now, they make the first spike, Ichimoku didn't get to 50. Are you seeing it? But most of the time, each time you catch the very first spike, take 50% of your profit. Take partial profit. If you have 2 trades, close one and then use one to now follow up the market. All right? So, each time they make the very first spike, take what? In fact, 70 or 50% of partial profit, as we said, that is what we call it. Take a partial profit, then use the remaining order to follow it. But the most exit point is when this Ichimoku, because as it is spikes, the touching, the pointing, they scatter. Ichimoku went up, the other one moved down again. So you will be looking at this Ichimoku. Each time it get to 50, you see, it was on the course of this thing moving down. That is when it get to 50. You now know that this thing is losing strength. But each time they make a point like this, is expected that it will keep spiking until Ichimoku goes up. But I want you to be exiting if you see Ichimoku at 50. Sometimes it will make up to 3 spikes before the Ichimoku get to 50. Sometimes it will just bring a powerful spike like this. Then you also run away and wait for another setup. You see this one continues up like that, and then created another sell. You see another sell opportunity. Remember I said each time the Ichimoku point at the upper part of the envelope, that the market will go down. They created another parallel line. So if you want to sell, you can sell from there and then follow the market. Follow it. You see a spike happen and the Ichimoku has not gotten to 15. So we neglect that spike and follow the market. You see, after a while, market still return those money. Then it was here. Okay, this one no to touch and then make another spike. Let us see what happened. It spikes and continue another sell. You see, it later returned to the whole sell because it has not gotten to its TP. It was now. It just touched. It was here. After returning those whole negative, it is now just touched the 15, being the Ichimoku. So the need to shift, they pointed and spike immediately. All right, they pointed and spiked. That one you might not catch it because it happens immediately. You see this one pointed well. This one pointed well and makes more spike. You hold because they are still below. And another thing I want to tell you: each time they point, the best one. Each time they point and spike, and Ichimoku is still below 15. Just hold your market with joy. Hold your market with joy. If they have pointed at all, and this Ichimoku, you see now this one now, they make a point and then produce a small spike. Within that spike, this Ichimoku is still lying below 15. You hold your trade, all right, and they spike again. This is you see, that is that one that was spiking that time. Now it's forming a sell related entry, all right, a sell related entry. And then you go in. After a while now, this one will also return. And when you are selling, you must allow this Ichimoku that tampers the upper band of envelope to sell and get out of this 85. You must allow the Ichimoku. Let me show you what I was saying. Like here, you see this thing make an angle. It makes an angle there, I say you must allow it, as it makes this angle, you know it will sell. Then you must allow it to sell. If this white Ichimoku get out of this 85 level, that's when you can now join the sell. Don't join from the point of touching, because sometimes they can delay in between 85 and that Ichimoku. They can delay producing series of spikes before they can now drop. So that's what I mean. So look at, if you navigate 20 trades when they point, the whole 20 will spike, will give you a spike as long as they pointed. Why I'm going back, I want to show you a series of examples, then we go to another index and check. Okay, let us take it from here. Okay, you see this one now, there was a point. Are you seeing it? There was a spike. Are you seeing the point? Are you seeing the point here? So after the point, there was a spike. Let's follow this one. Let's find another point. Look at, there was a point here. Are you seeing it? There was a point here, because currently, if you are just following market, they will form at your present. They will form at your present. You know, these ones are previous market, so they will form at your what? Present. All right. So look at the point now. The point now. You see the point. So what happened? If you go small, you will have a maximum spike. Are you seeing it? So each time they point, there must be a spike. They pointed here again. Are you seeing it? So there was a spike. We call this an acidic strategy because it doesn't have mercy upon spikes. Upon spikes, it doesn't have mercy. Look at another point. Look at the spike. So each time they point, you must have a spike. Each time, if they don't point, don't trade. If they are very close, sometimes they can come very close, but they didn't point like this. If they point, you will not see any space. You see, they became one. That is when you are permitted to take a trade and you have your spike. Do you understand? Let us check on crashes. Crashes will be opposite somehow, though I basically trade more on boom. Look at crash. So crash will be looking at the point to the upside, like here. You see, you know, crash spikes to the downside, while boom spike to the upside. You see where the Ichimoku and this thing pointed are both. That is at the resistance, at the upper part of envelope. You see they pointed. What happened? They pointed here. What happened? There was a drop of spikes. So in the crash market, you'll be looking at when they point to the upside, not downside again. Let us see another opportunity. Let me go back well, and then we take it from there. So we'll be look at a point here. Let's start from here. You see a point here, between here, where the Ichimoku and this thing, they pointed up. What do? You place your what? Your set entry, and then after a while, there was a drop, and then the drop continues. Let us check where they point up again. They are coming closer, but not pointing. You see, this one make immediate drop. Though as of then, they pointed because you know this thing is in the shift. As long as your screen setting is within this arrow I've showed you before, so you see the point. Don't trade anyone that is nearby. They must point before you trade. If they spike before your entry, no problem. Wait for another opportunity. And I must also tell you, if you are buying crash, those of you buying crash, each time, you know, crash is opposite of boom, the Ichimoku make an angle with the lower part. All right, you are now going to sell out of. You see, this one sold out of it bought out of 15. You can join the buy. If they bought out of 15, you can join the buy and follow it. You see, the markets have not gone much far. The Ichimoku is still far, and there was a drop. You neglect it and hold. All right, you neglect it and hold, and you see there was a drop, but it's still going up. Are you seeing it? It has gone beyond those drops, and you are in profit. Now you follow them. You see, the Ichimoku has not gotten up to 85, and there was another drop. Look at where Ichimoku is, from what I'm seeing, and there was another drop. Then you follow it. You know those ones. This thing. So this one dropped much. That means there was a touch. Okay, let me check. There was no much touch. It doesn't touch and started dropping. Anyway, you can go away. All right. But what I trade most is what? Spikes. You look at the pointing part where they point. So there are times, you see, as I'm scrolling, you can see some of them that they didn't point well, and then there was a massive spike to the downside. You will neglect those ones. They are not your entry. Look at a point. This is where you have entry. So all those ones that drops before is not your trade. because you mustn't trade everything. Look at your point, look at your entry opportunity for sell. Then you hold. You see it, you make your money and go. So that is how this thing work. In case you have any question, drop it on the comment section. And then look at another point here. You see, they pointed to the upside. Then you make your sell entry and hold. You see your spike. As simple as that. So this design is strictly for boom and crash. Though sometimes you can use it on volatilities, but I don't want you to use it on volatilities. I don't want you to use it on volatilities based on reasons. Then I'll also release, for those of you that loves volatilities, I may consider it right to release the P30 or also show you how you can use this one to run volatilities. Alright, but that should be a separate video, not this. Remember I said trading boom and crash with this must be on the maximum zoom level. Maximum, the highest zoom, number one. Number two, you see there was a point here. That same boom 500, there was a point here. It's still spiking. Alright, you see Shimoku is still out of 50. Just remain small now. It will touch 50, you TP, or you can TP now even. Alright, so you use this thing for boom and crash. Don't use on what do you call it, volatilities. And when using on boom and crash, concentrate on catching the spikes based on the pointing. If it is crash market, the pointing will be at the upper side. If it is boom market, the pointing should be at the what, lower side. So in case you have any question or any confusion, and then these are to be used in M1 only. M1 only. All right, thank you very much. Drop your comment, rate this, apply it and rate it within the comment section so that we'll know how well we can also make it to be. All right, thank you very much, and then don't stop following me. So more updates will be coming, more strategic updates, more mobile updates will be coming, more custom updates will also be coming. Thank you very much, and then don't hesitate to refer your friends to our free training group for synthetics powered by DERIV, so that we also move and empower lives. Thank you, and remember, this is Don FX. Bye.